My goal is to explain this to you in under 2 minutes. Connect opposing viewpoints. It's a pro-con kind of database. It has lots of different things in it: stats, court cases, government stuff, newspapers, magazines, all sorts of different things in here. And it's all sorts of different resources that will support the different subjects you find in this database. So whenever you're going into background, remember, keep it big, keep it broad, right? Don't get so specific right away. So I'm just thinking about coffee. I just did a search in coffee, and this database that we purchased from the library, for you, has academic journals and newspapers and viewpoints and images and see all these different kinds of resources that might and probably won't necessarily be on Google and or Wikipedia and or Twitter. So you can look at coffee, you can just do that, right? And be like, oh, right, and look at it. And maybe I know I want to talk about shade-grown coffee and I want to know its effect on the environment. This might be a good article. It might give me ideas. It might give me background. Oh, look, he gives me books. They also give me periodicals. Right, so that's what we're looking at here, just so you know, is he wrote this article in World Watch in 2002, and they reprinted it in this database, just so you understand. Also think about the fact this was 2002, so that's 20 years ago. So it's very possible this opinion has changed. Something to think about. Always good to get the more the more current event, current issue kind of thing you're looking at, the more current work you want. Okay, I said I would do it under 2 minutes and I already went over. So I'm going to go back to my results. So that was article commentary. So there's things like newspapers. That's right. We'll look at the newspapers, Washington Post and New York Times and Sydney, Australia, and what, like that. So that is, newspapers are always good. Think about the audience. Think about how long it takes them to write articles. The longer you spend investigating something, I would imagine the better it's going to be. And magazines, those are really useful too. I know I'm coming up to my end here. There's magazines are like National Review and The Economist, and let's see what else is in here, Maclean's, and there's Mother Jones, and all sorts of magazines. Also, more mainstream audience, but very credible, been around a long time, highly rated, valuable, valued by people, like that. Lastly, I'll look at my academic journals. There's not a lot in here because it's really not about academia and deep research, but they will give you some things. So I wouldn't look for academic journals in here, but you can. So that is opposing viewpoints.